Greetings, I'm Maleficious, and for the month of October, and probably into November, and possibly into December, I'm going to be playing Dead Rising. Now, I've got an interesting bit of history with this game. I first became interested in Dead Rising back in the late 2000s. It was around the time Dead Rising 2 Case Zero was coming out, and so I got interested in that by watching a whole bunch of videos Achievement Hunter posted on that game. I eventually got it. I don't remember exactly when, and played through it. And then, I got interested in the game. So in 2011, I ended up purchasing a used copy of Dead Rising on the Xbox 360 because I don't think it was an Xbox 360 exclusive anymore at that time. But the only system I had access to that could play Dead Rising was an Xbox 360. So I got that, I played through the game, and it was interesting. Just definitely one of the better experiences I've had with survival horror games. But yeah. So, how about we get started? And yeah, at the start of the game you only have access to 72-hour mode, so let's go on that. Yeah, this would have been really appropriate if I'd done my testing at the start of September. I could have actually started this project the week of September 19th. Oh well, life got in the way. That's why this isn't coming. I wanted this project to start on October 1st, but again, life got in the way, so I had to push it back. Oh, I think I forgot to turn subtitles on. Oh well. Maybe they're on by default?
Say, buddy.
Oh, yay!
You
They
mentioned
are.
something about research for a story.
That's right. Got a tip that something big's happening.
In a nowhere little town like that? They sure didn't mention anything about it on TV.
Yeah, well, I'm freelance, pal. I don't make my living waiting for the TV to tell me what to cover.
Here she is. Willamette, Colorado. Population 53,594. Distinguishing characteristics? Jack shit. About the only thing to do in this town is kill time at the shopping mall. What was that? The army? Yeah.
Looks like taking a helicopter was the way to go. I bet they got all the roads blocked off by now. All right, listen. I want to get shots of the whole town before the National Guard finishes roping it off. Take me over the main street.
Alright, so this is where it gets interesting. This segment here, you can take 30 pictures, and if you wanted to speed the whole thing up, you could just rapidly click through it. But as you can see, people and zombies count for PP. I forget what it stands for. It's some sort of point. Photo points, maybe? I don't remember. Yeah, the more points you are, the more points you get, the better the picture is. It's scroll wheel to zoom in and out. Left click to take a picture.
What is that? Some kind of riot?
I don't know if the right... No, it doesn't look like right button is used for anything. But as you can tell, there are various genres, although that'll come up later. Huh. But yeah, the thing is, if you're on your second or third playthrough, then there's an opportunity to get a lot of points during this segment. Right now, these pictures aren't going to be worth anything, really. It's just how the game works. well, it's how the first playthrough works, unfortunately, rather. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, so as you can tell, red's a brutality indicator. I think there's blue is horror.
No idea. One thing's for sure.
I think orange is disgust. Like there was one orange circle and one earlier. Yeah, you can get lots of yeah, the more features that are in a picture, the more points you get. But there will be points that you can take pictures, or things that you can take pictures of that'll give you more points. I think they're called PP markers. Oh, but what I'm talking about is there's an opportunity to get a really good brutal picture right here during the start. Like you can easily get 10,000 points. You just gotta zoom in on the gas station, and it's about to blow up. You need to take a picture of it as it's happening. Oh, maybe just 1,000. Yeah, explosion, 1,000 points. Okay, maybe not 10,000. But, yeah, if you're on the Xbox or possibly PlayStation 3 versions, yeah, that's going to be an easy way to get achievements or trophies, I think. Because that's worth a ton of points in brutality. And actually, a really good brutality picture will become relevant later on. Although I like the controls of this much better than the Xbox. It's a lot more fluid, I feel. Oh, I'm gonna try playing along or slightly ahead on Xbox 360 again. Because, again, this is a game I've already played through, so nothing is new to me. And this woman's trapped on the roof. Does she have... No. She doesn't have any horror or disgust. There's also green for humorous, I think. And pink for erotic. And I think if you can catch her while she's falling, you might be able to get a pretty good picture. Oh, orange is drama. Okay, come on. Whoop. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good brutality there, too. And I don't think they're really worth it. Well, yeah, they're worth a bit splattered on the ground, but,
I want to see the center of town. Take me there.
Roger.
Oh, yeah, tonight I just have water to drink. Might have tea another time, but... More cutscene. Convenient that there's a helipad on the roof
Can you get me on the rooftop of that mall?
Although I guess I'm reminded of the
You gotta be
board
kidding
game
me.
Zombies with the mall
Man,
expansion.
you are nuts.
I think I can't remember. No, I don't think I have it, but it's interesting.
All right, listen. Don't forget to come back for me.
As long as you're not dead, Fred.
It's Frank. Frank West. Remember that name, because the whole world's gonna know it in 3 days when I get the scoop.
All right. Whoa! Shit!
Yep. And National Guard got helicopter. Oh, and there goes his case. That's not gonna help.
Get us back down to that rooftop.
No, I'm gonna get my butt chewed out for this one. We're going down.
Ah, my legs! Oh, wow. It did sound like he hurt himself a bit. Yeah, oh, but it's his back. And I guess the whole...
Huh? You're the reporter, aren't you?
Yeah.
You came alone.
Yeah, I'm freelance. You know, go on the battlefield alone, no crew. So, what's going on around here anyway?
You came by helicopter, didn't you?
Yeah, didn't you see me jump out of
What did
it?
you see from the sky?
Well, if it were just a riot, I doubt the military would quarantine the entire area. The moratorium on information getting out is a little extreme, in my opinion. There's, something else I can't put my finger on. Doesn't sound like civil disobedience. It's too quiet.
Almost as if everyone's already dead.
Oh, that's a weird
Yeah.
way to put it.
So why don't you just tell me already? What's going on?
I think you'd better see for yourself. This, my friend, is hell.
Alright, September 19th, 12 p.m. And we've got 72 hours to get the story. Oh, yeah, here we go. Time. Frank must be at the heliport at 12 p.m. on the 22nd, or he'll be left behind the mall. Pay careful attention. Okay, so tab to check watch, enter to return to game. Yeah, it's like D-pad on Xbox, probably also on, okay, there we go. On PlayStation. Okay, neat. It's right-click to bring up the camera. In the Xbox version, it's left trigger. And also in the Xbox version, there are achievements to take pictures. Okay, looks like you're the only journalist that made it out here. I'm looking forward to some nice pictures. Not suspicious at all. Yeah, it's... Okay. Okay, so it's about 5 seconds per minute, which is what I remember from Dead Rising 2 Case 0. Okay, yeah, you can save your progress at locations marked with S, such as the sofa in the security room or the mall's public restrooms. That's quite an interesting way to save. And it's also interesting that Frank's going to go 72 plus hours without sleep, because saving your game doesn't advance time or anything. But then again, considering how much is packed into those 72 hours, although granted, a lot of the game seems to be cutscenes, so that seems to be what takes up most of the real world time, I think. Because otherwise, I do think that 5 seconds to an in-game minute means that it does proceed at a pretty fast clip.
What in the world?
Oh yeah, it's interesting that on the cover of my Xbox 360 copy, it explicitly states on the front cover that it's not in any way licensed. It's not in any way licensed by the holders of George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. So, you know, I'd say that it's definitely inspired by, I'd say, because, you know, any zombie game or movie set in the mall is going to inevitably be compared to Dawn of the Dead. I don't think I've seen the original. I've seen most of the remake. The DVD kept skipping.
Hey, bring that over here.
Well, it doesn't seem like a great barricade. I mean, you haven't really packed stuff together. You just threw furniture down in front of the place.
Have you seen my baby? I can't live without my precious little sweetie doggy. Oh, where is my Madonna? Where is she? Oh,